Okay, so we're booked literally until like July 18th or January 18th, and some decent guests, and then the big one I just got. Look up Sam Whitburn, WITW.
When's he coming up? I was just looking at him. Fucking recognized. So
Yeah.
we have recognized. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't type that. I just got the word today, that he's in. And they're like, yes, he wants to do it. He said he's in. So now it's just finding the dates to make it work. Damn it. Hey guys. Mike's alive. We'll be right back.
You're just moments away from a brand new episode of WTF Nations Radio's Pop Culture Warrior, hosted by the dynamic duo CQ and Radar. Pop Culture Warrior is your #1 source for all things entertainment. If it's happening in TV, movies, video games, or comedy, they're all over it. And don't forget to say hi in the comments below. And while you're at it, let the boys know what you think and what you'd like to hear them talk about. Now strap in and get comfortable, because you're in for one hell of a ride. This is Pop Culture Warrior. Shots. This is Pop Culture Warrior.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey everybody, welcome one and all. Today's December 7th, 2021. This is episode 82 of Pop Culture Warrior, the show I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening in pop culture so you don't have to. I'm CQ. I am your Pop Culture Warrior, man, and with me as always is a special guy. He's the Rudolph to my Santa Claus, the man in the bubble. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the unpop cultured Mr. Radar.
Hi, Radar.
He's gonna give me a to say hi, Radar. God damn it. Say hi, Radar.
Hi, Radar.
There we go. What's going on, everybody? Hey, how you doing all? Everybody, real quick, shout out. You guys are already lighting up the chats. I appreciate you. Marlon, this is lame. Bye. See ya. Wayne, Radar better love me. Give Wayne some love.
Hey, what's up, Wayne?
Heath, Scott, no, you didn't hear anything. Don't worry about what you heard. We were just testing to see if y'all were paying attention. That's all it was a test. Austin, hurry the fuck up and wait. That is right. That's what we do. Jim, what's up, buddy? Keanu, he's used to the wait. Love you, man. David, thank you, man. He says he loves the awesome background music. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's not like I did it, but I cultivated it. I curated it. Sure. What was he at? Roger, watching from North Las Vegas in Nevada. Hey, Roger. Who else? And David said he's watching from Orangeville, Michigan. Oh, we got a guy from Michigan. Right on. All right, you guys are funny. You know, people dropping jokes in here. Lower Michigan, Grand Rapids, Indiana here. Hey, man, what's up? Anyone have sound? Jerry, anyone have sound? I hope you have sound. God, I hope you have sound.
Yeah, if you don't have sound, wait, people heard us earlier.
Yeah, people heard us clearly. You might want to turn it up. Corey, sup CQ, sup Radar. What's up, Corey, man? How you doing, bud? Joe just got done my nightly mash on Me TV. All right.
I got enough radar.
You got enough radar. Got to come back for some roar. Timothy, listening in from Tullahoma. Tullahoma? Is that a place?
It apparently is.
Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Why would you make up a name for this podunk radio show?
Tullahoma. Anyway, big shout out. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're going to have lots of fun, lots of new stuff to cover. We were supposed to have a guest. Let's take a peek, if you will, behind the curtain. We were supposed to have a guest, and not just any guest, somebody that I was really excited to talk to, John Carroll Lynch, who is an incredible actor and has been in, amazing stuff. Like he, American Horror Story. You don't know the name, but when you see the face and you hear the voice, you go, "Oh, I know that guy," because you've seen him in so much stuff. Unfortunately, he was called away on business, was not able to attend tonight, but has promised that he's going to reschedule and make an appearance on another date. So,
we're all pretty stoked about it. Hopefully he can make it.
Yes, hopefully he can make it, and we will make sure that he makes it sometime. It's going to be hot. We're booked. We have guests every show between now and the end of January. So we are picking up steam, people. And
even then, we've got some stuff lined up further out too. It's not like we just got the next couple weeks booked. We've got quite a bit.
Oh my God, we're projecting out quite a bit. And so
Tim, Iowa City. Hi,
Iowa City. Another Tim,
nice.
A fellow Tim. I'm not a Tim, but another Tim, a fellow Tim to the earlier Tim. So, Greg, it's disappointing. Shit happens. Yep, it's right. That's right. We roll on, man. That's what we do. We adapt and overcome. And so for you guys, see, it's a bummer for us, but for you guys are going to win from this. Because you know why, Radar? Do you know why? I thought to myself, okay, we don't have a guest for the second hour. What can we do? Well, Well, well. I had an idea. And, 'tis the season and whatnot. And I was planning on doing some holiday hijinks and some fun stuff later in the year, closer to the holiday. But I said, you know what? Screw it. It's the holiday season. I'm feeling merry. Let's freaking do it. So we're going to be doing some giveaways live on air in the second hour.
Handies, handouts.
Not free handies. No, sir.
Free handouts.
But free handouts. We're going to be giving you guys. I should kiss Radar's. Okay. Hey, lean to your right, Radar. Just lean to your right. Yeah, you're right. Nope, that's your left. God damn it, wrong way.
That's literally my right. I know my right.
Go to your left. There you go. God bless. Happy holidays, sir. Just for you guys. So yeah.
That turned out really good. I just saw it on the
camera. Isn't that great?
Oh, damn it. We just said it. Oh, free. Well, why don't we just say we're going to give out hookers and blow, too?
Yeah. Handies, handouts, whatever. But real quick. Actually, yes. well, okay. So in the second hour, giveaways. So the way we're going to do it.
Where the stuff you're giving away, where did you get it from?
Yeah, that is an absolutely great question, sir. So to begin with, we have a wonderful show sponsor, the amazing Animation Legends. Animation Legends is a retailer online who they sell original, hand-drawn animation cells from our favorite cartoons growing up. So things like Care Bears, He-Man, all the 90s classic Spider-Man and the Batmans, everything they were hand-drawn cells, a little cellophane, and then they hand drew it and then they flipped them, and that's what made animation back in the day before everything went digital. So these guys curate a bunch of amazing stuff and they sell them. Go to animationlegends.com. Actually, we have a promo code PCW10 at checkout, and you'll get a special little bonus from us. And
I think so. If you don't win one tonight, you can go onto their website.
Yes. And, way to bury the lead. I never said you were going to win one tonight. The cat's out of the bag, ladies and gentlemen. So they so lovingly, they're such a big fan of us and such a big fan of our audience that they have donated 3 amazing pieces to be given away during the show tonight. And so what I thought, instead of just one lucky guy who gets all of it, I thought to myself, how about this? We split them into 3 prize packages. I dump a bunch more stuff on top of it, right? Value this package at over $100, easy. And we're going to pick 3 winners live here on air tonight. Sorry if you're listening on the podcast later on, you missed your shot. This was a surprise for the audience. I just decided to do it. And so we're going to do that later tonight during the second hour. So stick around to the second hour. We're going to do random giveaways. And the way to enter, Radar, you ready for this?
Yes, I'm in.
When you hear this sound, that's going to be the cue that we're doing a giveaway. And what we're going to do is we are going to, I don't know, we'll choose a buzzword at that moment. Let's say it's radar, right?
Oh, a safe word.
And it's going to choose a safe word. And then everyone in the chats, you put in radar and put in the chat, your name will be entered in for the giveaway. I'm going to show you what it kind of looks like. Here we go. So there you go. I've been working on this very hard, as you can see. Now, you can see there's already 5 names in there, and I'm going to tell you why, because I'm very upfront with this. This show does have a Patreon account. Patreon, is a way to support the channel. Anyone who donates to the Patreon channel, regardless of there's different levels, regardless of the level, even the lowest level, which I think is like $3. Anyone who donates, you automatically get entered to win prizes anytime we do this kind of stuff. So these are the 5 people currently on the Patreon list, and they're automatically entered. They don't have to be present to win, and they don't have to do, like the keyword stuff to make sure that, people are actually actively in the show. But what I'll do is I'll I'll come in here and, we'll say like, oh, Radar. See, it adds his name to the list. We'll add all the people that are going to play. We'll spin the wheel, and then we'll go from there. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited. Very excited. Let's go back to main. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it later tonight. Enough about that. I'm excited. Good job closing the porn tabs. Yes, that's right. Some of us are professionals here. Hey, Chris from Fort Worth, Texas. God bless, man. Speaking of Texas, real quick, this coming Saturday, I will be in San Antonio, Texas for the Mission City Hero Fest. It's looking like it's going to be a great time. Check them out if you're in the San Antonio area or in and around the San Antonio area. It's going to be a fun time. Lots of cool photo ops, lots of cool. I'm doing a panel. We're doing a pop culture war panel. It's almost going to be like a live version of this, a live in front of an audience version of this. This is live. So Mission City Hero Fest, check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be there. I got some goodies. I'm taking with me. So if you're out there, whatever. Scott, am I confusing? So when I give you guys the buzzword, you just drop it in the chat. I'll see it, and we'll add you to the list. Nick, sorry, nope, that wasn't the OnlyFans. He said, I thought I was signing up for your OnlyFans. That comes later. Yeah, you guys are awesome. God bless. So Mr. Radar.
Yes.
Are you ready to get nerdy with me?
Well, kind of. Hold on one second. We're talking about OnlyFans. Did you get my...
I don't want to know where this is going.
No. We remember we talked about this one day, and I was going to start an OnlyFins and have my fish tank and a live stream on that for 24/7, and then people would... But I saw we were talking about another one the other day at work, OnlyPans, and it's like cooking videos. Think about that for a minute. OnlyPans.
Might as well call it Only Puns, because that's all we're getting.
That might be the next one. Only Puns.
Oh,
it'll be dad. But it'll be dad jokes too, so it'll be fun.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, real quick, I'm curious. Has anyone out there, and let me know, please don't let me be the only one. Has anyone pre-bought their Spider-Man No Way Home tickets?
I'm sure you've probably bought 40 of them, haven't you?
Okay,
I'm not at the theater.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be incredibly honest. All right, and I need this to be a judge-free zone. Okay, I need no judgment here. I have 4 sets of tickets for 4 different nights.
Jesus.
So, don't let me feel alone here. Okay, I see the actual King Smith on YouTube says I did. Right on, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for not letting me feel alone. I have 4 different sets of tickets. Now, to be fair, I didn't just buy 4 sets of tickets.
Okay.
Did you hear like a weird? That was weird.
Yeah, I just. To be fair.
Oh, you did it so quietly that threw me off.
All right, then.
Yeah. So to be fair, I didn't buy all 4 tickets right away, or 4 sets of tickets. I bought a set, and then I realized I bought the wrong week. I thought I was buying like the week it came out, and I bought the following week. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait a week. I'm the pop culture warrior. I can't wait a week to see Spider-Man. So I said, screw it. I bought it the night it came out. Not great seats, because everything was sold out. And then and my wife's out of town for that night, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna wait. She's not coming back for 4 days. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for you to go see it. I can't. I literally can't. And so I had to buy then a set of tickets for when she gets back. And then I forgot why I bought the 4th set of tickets. But either way, I've got 4 sets of tickets.
So do you have to watch Spider-Man? Do you have to watch all the other prior Spider-Mans to understand it? Because there's 40 of them. You gotta get lost in the sauce, or because we are going back, because that was a funny meme. I shared that with you.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty...
but in all seriousness, I was thinking about it after I sent that.
Kinda.
There is some truth to that, really.
That was my comment to you, which was kinda. Yeah, sort of.
Kinda. There's a lot.
The meme, ladies and gentlemen, is the one that says, "Do I have to see Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2 so that I can be caught up for this Spider-Man 3?" And kind of, yeah. Because, you know, you're obviously getting the Sam Raimi, you know, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe with Sandman, with Doc Ock, with Green Goblin, and then you're getting the Amazing Spider-Man universe, the Mark Webb universe, so Andrew Garfield universe, when you get Electro, you get Lizard, possibly more.
Did you know Doc Ock's first name? It's Mike.
No.
You know?
No.
Mike Ock? Yeah. You know that? Yeah. I thought you knew that. Mike Ock.
Just no. Just no. Just no.
Man.
And Wayne.
God, you're such a fanboy. We only make fun of it. Come on. Mike Ock.
Wayne has a good point. Wayne says you also need to watch some of the Netflix shows. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about it in a second. We're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about it in a second. All right, hold that thought.
I've got, you know what? I've actually got some. Wayne. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's where I'm going to go with this. 2 out of 10 on that pun. Come on, that had to be at least a 7. Come on.
I approve that rating, and I think it's generous. Do you see last week's episode of Hawkeye?
I did.
What'd you think?
I did. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was a fan.
Maya Rudolph.
You know what I like what they're doing with that though too is they gave her a short but sweet introduction / backstory right away.
Sure, and kind of threw her right into the action. I think they're getting better at that. They're getting better at introducing a character, letting us get to the heart of who that character is, and then okay, like we got it, let's roll. You know what I mean? I think they're getting better with doing that. And real quick,
but okay, hold on once.
Okay.
You notice they're not really doing that with villains. Does that make sense? Like they kind of are a little bit, but not really. And in these Disney Plus shows, okay, if we had a clear-cut villain in any of the Disney Plus shows to date, honestly, like as you look back on them, okay, as you look back on WandaVision, there really wasn't a clear-cut.
Not clear-cut, because even Agatha Harkness wasn't really a villain as much.
And one could almost say Wanda was a bad guy. I mean, we can debate that all night. Honestly, we go back and forth on. And then you got Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and they tried to make the Flag Smashers and all of them as bad guys, but were they really?
The Power Broker was kind of a villain, kind of in the shadows, kind of a villain.
Maybe, but not
kind of.
Really?
Kind of.
I mean, again, you could kind of argue no, because I mean, there's a lot of gray area. They're really getting into this gray area of the MCU right now.
Yeah,
right.
Which is good. It's more realistic to me. Because how many like Hitlers are there where they're just like, wow, he's just bad. You know what I mean?
Well, there was Hitler, there was Stalin. I mean, there's two from World War II.
You know, Osama. You know what I mean? Like, there's very few straight up villains in the world. Most people are on a spectrum of somewhere in the middle. So it's a little more true to life.
Ones that aren't, give one to Sergeant Major. So
couple things, because I want to. The chat is just lighting up, and I appreciate it, but I also want to make sure I'm acknowledging some of the things that are being said. You guys are funny too, man. Man, I can't even find where I lost track of the comments. Rumors this. Okay. Oh, Benjamin made a great point. Hit Monkey on Hulu. I know Radar. We talked about this a while ago.
Fuck Hulu now.
It's actually good. I am shocked as anyone.
I'll watch it later, because I'm so fucking mad at Hulu right now. Okay, apparently at some time in the last 1,000 years, I've had a Hulu account. Sure. Right? I didn't know I did. Apparently I did. So I entered my email address, right? And they're like, "Oh, well, you have to have this, and you're da 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 da." It was so long ago. It's at my us.army.mil email address. Yeah, that's how long ago I had. Yeah. So they're trying to send fucking passwords to radar@us.army.mil, and obviously Radar is not getting it from there because he's been out of the fucking army for like 5 years, right? So so I can't fucking get on there, and I'm like, no, there's this address or like this email address is like, no, you can't use that one. I was like, well, the fuck can I use that one? I try to put my credit card information in. They won't even take my credit card. So fuck Hulu. I'm trying to give you $4.95 a month or whatever the fuck it is, and they won't let me do it.
For a single month.
Hitmonkey must not be that good. So bye, see you.
Hitmonkey is actually, for those of you at home who don't have a personal vendetta against Hulu, Hitmonkey's worth a watch. It's ridiculous. I mean, like it's an animated show. It's a cartoon, and it's vulgar and nasty and all these things. But like, it's actually good. I enjoyed it. I really did. In a way, kind of Deadpool-esque in that it's, you know, like violent and all that, but lots of one-liners and lots of silliness and over the topness. I mean, you have a ghost assassin teaching a monkey how to be a hitman. So yeah, what do you expect? But it was actually really, really good. Another comment, Wayne said that Jeremy Renner learned a little ASL to speak to the deaf girl. That is true. Jeremy Renner and a bunch of the cast of Hawkeye, because the actress that's playing Maya is deaf. And so they learned ASL as best they could to communicate. And also I found out the little girl that plays young Maya is actually the actress, is like Alicia Cox or something like that is her name. The actress, that's her cousin. That's her little cousin. Yeah, so that's why there's such a good risk.
She learned ASL for the role too.
Right, exactly. So she learned some ASL to do the role as well, which I think is great. We've always talked about inclusivity into the show and into these shows, and I think that's awesome. Nick says Hulu has allowed my son to become the biggest Animaniacs fan. He literally yelled, "Hello, nurse," at my boss on a Zoom today. That is awesome. That is so awesome. Wayne says, it's like Archer with a monkey. Yes, Hitman is like the cartoon Archer with a monkey. Yes.
Okay, well, honestly, though, good. I like Archer.
Yeah.
So I'll just watch Archer, and it'll be like Sterling, and instead of Lana, it'll just be a monkey.
Yeah, sure. If there was a ghost involved, yes.
Okay, there'll be Ghost Lana with monkey. Is he wearing a tactical turtleneck?
He's wearing a 3-piece suit, much like Archer would, in between missions.
Turtleneck.
Yeah. So, and he uses a katana sometimes, which is awesome.
Okay,
Katanas are sweet. Scott, great comment. ASL means something else if you're old enough to experience the early internet. Yes. Yes. We're going old school. Yes. We're not gonna talk about that. So kind of alluded to earlier.
Where are we at anymore? Are we back on Hawkeye?
We're back on Hawkeye. And we're just circling all the way around. It's hilarious.
We're just a toilet bowl of Marvel right now.
This is awesome. So I thought the episode was great. I think tonight / tomorrow's episode, depending on when you watch it, I think this episode is going to be a game changer. They definitely hinted at Uncle, being this whoever's leading. There's been wild speculation that that's going to be Kingpin, because in the comic books, he was kind of involved with Echo and the idea of the mob stuff and all that. So yeah, wild speculation that it's going to be Kingpin that's coming back, or being introduced. Whether or not they use Vincent D'Onofrio, who they used, for the Daredevil series. But he did such a
good job of it, and he is a fantastic actor.
Yes.
So it would be a shame if they did not.
Absolutely.
But I don't. Are they going to have time to really? God, it just seems like there's only 3 episodes left, right? They're doing 6 episodes.
2 episodes, haven't they been? There's 4.
No, they did the first 2, and then last week was.
So this is episode 4, 5, 6. So then 3 episodes left.
So it's going to be tough to introduce a character like that. I mean, unless it's something like what they did with Loki, just kind of bring him for a minute.
So, yes, but here's the thought. If it's someone we know and who's already been established, then you don't need to introduce him. You get what I'm saying? If they were to bring back Vincent D'Onofrio and he walks in there and it's like, this is, meet Wilson Fisk. No backstory needed. We got it. We know exactly where we are. I mean, some people who maybe have never seen the Daredevil series be a little confused, but whatever. That's their fault. The reason I bring that up is we're gonna touch on our first topic here.
Okay.
First topic of the night. Marvel and Daredevil fans rejoice. Okay. While this isn't confirmation that Charlie Cox, played Daredevil in the Netflix series, is coming back, Kevin Feige did confirm over the weekend. He said, if we were ever to see that, meaning the character of Daredevil, again in the MCU, it would definitely be Charlie Cox playing the character. So, not a hard and fast confirmation that he's returning, but it is a confirmation that if they were to utilize this character, it would definitely be Charlie Cox. Now, I think it's pretty clear you're not going to mention something like that for no reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't just, it's just not something that's going to come up. Especially with all the stuff that's been building about Spider-Man and everybody, oh, Phase 4. Why bring that up? Why? Here's my theory. Hang in there with me. It's been rumored for a while that Charlie Cox was going to appear in Spider-Man as Daredevil, or as Matt Murdock to defend him or get him out of trouble, whatever. That's been theorized for a while. There's pictures circulating online, speculation wildly. Why all of a sudden, this weekend, days before Spider-Man's coming out, mention this without saying like, oh yeah, he's definitely in Spider-Man? I have a theory that A, yes, he is in Spider-Man, and they're just kind of, tipping their hat to that. But B, tonight/tomorrow's episode of Hawkeye will reintroduce Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin to the MCU. And by doing so, had they just let that episode come out, that would have basically told us as an audience that, oh shit, Daredevil's not far behind. Right? Because you're not going to bring back D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk Kingpin and leave Charlie Cox's amazing Daredevil on the street. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just going to leave him in the cold. So I think they wanted to get ahead of the wild speculation train, right? Because if he comes out, the next words about everybody is Daredevil coming back. So I think they wanted to get ahead of that a little bit by setting the stage that, like, if we do something with Daredevil, it will definitely be Charlie Cox. So that way, when Kingpin comes in on this episode, we're like, oh shit, it's happening. So I don't know. That's my theory. That's my theory.
Now, couple questions.
Sure.
Okay. If they bring Daredevil in as canon, do you feel they then have to bring in the other shows as canon?
No.
Because I know they've bounced back and forth as to where they are or not. And then they're saying, well, it could be their own, like, their own part of the multiverse, kind of. But if you were going to bring in Kingpin, Daredevil into the main timeline of the MCU, then you almost have to make them more canon than that. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree with you. So here's the thing. Yes and no. And by that I mean, I think you acknowledge that they are canon. And then sweep them under the rug. Like, we don't need to, just because we acknowledge that they are canon doesn't mean we need to, like, bring them back into the fold. Is that what, you know what I'm saying? So, especially as we're moving forward into Multiverse of Madness, this would be a great time to acknowledge them. Like, oh, Jessica Jones, oh, Luke Cage, oh, Iron Fist, whatever. And then Multiverse of Madness happens, and let's say, we talked about, like, they're going to introduce X-Men, and they're going to swap people in and out, and do this and all that, and bring in a new series of X-Men, and whatever. That'd be a great time to be like, hey, look, it's Jessica Jones, and it's a whole different actress. you know, or hey, look, it's Iron Fist. It's a whole different guy because they can kind of reshuffle with the multiverse of madness. So this would be a good time to acknowledge the past right before we kind of do a reshuffling and pave the way forward. Just a thought, right. Just a theory.
But I mean, because okay, like Jessica Jones, for example, right? They don't even got to bring her back. You know what I mean? Really? I mean, they could if they wanted to, but they don't really. I mean, she doesn't
have
really.
To. They don't have to bring anybody back.
No. That's what I mean. But there are people, especially when it comes to like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Daredevil were the two big ones.
Yeah.
That people were like, we can introduce these people and have them play a part in the MCU, or they should, you know, Wilson Fisk should have certain places and do certain things and blah, 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 and be all these certain, you know what I mean? But adding those other shows to the canon doesn't create any big plot holes or anything. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to ask, you know, how come Jessica Jones wasn't fighting Thanos or some shit.
Right.
Right. I mean, it's all pretty, you could say it's canon and they don't really say a whole lot else about it, but I see you. But what I'm saying is if you let one in, if you say this one is now part of the main MCU timeline, can they really say, well, the other ones aren't? I mean, just as like, as you, for you being a big fan in your fan heart, in your MCU fanboy heart, can you as a fan allow them to do that? I guess is the question.
You said fan like 32 times in that sentence.
Because you're a pretty big fucking MCU fan. Right? I mean, not to be a dick. That's the reason you do what you do and you started this show is because you are a fan of these things.
I am a fan, okay? I'm a real big fan. So to acknowledge your point, as a fan, I think if you acknowledge one, you have to acknowledge all. That's not to say that you need to bring them all back and that you can't recast them.
Right.
I think it's the right thing to do. The moral thing to do is acknowledge the actors that portrayed these characters and put their time and fans loved them for the most part. You shouldn't just sweep them under the rug without acknowledging.
None of them had a bad review or anything, did they? I mean, Punisher was
Iron Fist wasn't much loved by a lot of people.
Okay, well, don't bring back Iron Fist then. But Jessica Jones, but I actually watched some of that.
Yeah. Jessica Jones I thought was great. Luke Cage was pretty good. Punisher was awesome. Daredevil was hands down amazing. But yeah, so there. I mean,
if you brought back like Captain Wayne said, you know, you could bring back a Punisher and Jessica Jones spinoff. Punisher with Jessica. That'd be fine. I think.
Absolutely.
And I actually could see, you know, Punisher having maybe a role to play in the greater MCU. You know what I mean? And there's talk about Daredevil coming over, or you know, him kind of having a bigger role, and then you know, why not?
Yeah, and I do agree with Greg. Greg, you're right. Iron Fist wasn't terrible. It could have been a lot better, but it does get more hate. I feel like they could have made a better choice for the titular role. I think a lot of the supporting cast was amazing. I think a lot of the stories were good. The action scenes for the guy, like, you know, when you look at Shang-Chi on the big screen and like that's a martial arts master versus the immortal Iron Fist, that it looked really bad. It looked I seen fight scenes in high school musicals that were a little more believable than the fight scenes that were in Iron Fist. So some deserved hate.
Sometimes some of those nicer high schools have a bigger budget than Iron Fist are working with too.
It feels like it. It feels like it. And to their credit, man, I remember reading a thing where like the guy who played Finn Jones was like he had 2 weeks to prep for like the entire first season's fight choreography. Like, how do you make that look good? That's just not enough time to make that even look somewhat good. But radar, I think I hear something.
What?
Oh my god. I think it's time for our first giveaway.
Okay. I thought we were doing second hour.
You know what? I decided to get crazy with it.
Hey, you do whatever you do, man. It's your show. I'm just your door gunner, man.
I decided to get crazy with it.
You want to turn?
We're doing the first giveaway right now. Let's do what's the buzzword gonna be? Let's make Marvel. Let's make it Marvel. If you put Marvel in the chats. We're gonna throw your name in the wheel. We're gonna spin that wheel for some prizes. So while I do that, because I'm gonna do that behind the scenes, y'all go ahead and do that. I'm gonna play trailer. They just dropped the trailer for Peacemaker. Peacemaker coming out was it January 13th on HBO Max. So I'm gonna play a trailer for Peacemaker, and I'm gonna go start this if my mouse decides to work. This was a bad time for my mouse to stop working. Come on.
I just put it down right.
God damn it. If my mouse decides to work again. Come on, you. There we go. All right, I'm going to play a thing for Peacemaker while I start getting this ready. And... Whoa! Whoa! God damn! Whoa! Radar. What'd you think?
I like it.
You like it. You're digging it.
I like it.
You're digging it.
I do dig it.
I'm digging it as well. So that was Peacemaker. So John Cena playing the guy that's coming from the Suicide Squad. You
yes.
Say something?
Well, I had a brain fart for a minute. I didn't think we were done talking about Hawkeye, and then all of a sudden we're talking about it's like not even Marvel, it's like DC. We're like fucking way over here.
That's what we do. We're jumping all around the place.
I know, but I usually can keep up. And tonight I'm just like, and then I forgot when you did the whistle, the bells, the ching 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 ching, and told everybody to put Marvel in the chats. This is your last chance. Put Marvel in them chats.
Put Marvel in them chats. Put Marvel in them chats.
Chance to win.
Got a couple
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the story.
Yeah.
I really think that's gonna be. What streaming platform is that on?
That's HBO Max. And Joe, hilarious. He goes, "Who's playing Peacemaker? I couldn't see him." Get it? You can't see me. This is so terrible. Let's see. I think.
In all fairness, okay, we're gonna go back to this.
Yeah.
HBO Max the other day, because I used to have them as like an add-on to my HBO was added on to my thing, right? My Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they doing that. I don't think I have HBO Max anymore.
Oh no!
They actually refunded me my money, so I was happy at them for that.
All right.
So there's that, but I don't think
I think
another.
Keep tracking me here, Radar. See if I missed anybody. So I got Joe L, Heath B, Scott R, Josh Ship, Greg R, Wayne R, Johnny O, Ashley B, Captain Wayne, Elizabeth, Kaz, Jake F, Anna F, Peter I, Jeff C, Brenda K. Have I missed anyone before we give away our first prize of the night?
I don't see any. I don't see.
Excellent. Well, you know what? Screw it. We're going with that.
Let's do that.
I'm excited, folks. Let's see if I can get my screen up and running. Hang on, I'm gonna jump to this screen here. A multi-screen in here, guys. We're flying by the seat of our pants here. Here we go. All right. Hopefully you guys can all see this. So this is the live Pop Culture Warrior live giveaway. So
yes,
if your name is called, you will have, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes to claim it. You know, throw up in the chats like, I won something. Let me know you're there and that you acknowledge you've won a prize. And then I'll get with you after the show, and we'll get your prizes out to you. Just fucking balls, my goddamn eye. All right, so I got everybody in the names here.
Wait, I love how it's big.
And let's see. I'm gonna go full screen. Come on, damn, my mouse is just not working today. So, yeah, okay. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm nervous for you guys. Here we go. See, the first winner of the Pop Culture Warrior Holiday Prize is Travis M. Travis M. Congratulations. Now, I will say, I know that the person had to acknowledge that they won their prize. Travis is one of the 5 patrons. So he gets to win his prize without even acknowledging it. Mostly because I have his address from being a patron. So Travis. Now that eliminates Travis the rest of the night.
Okay.
So
that's
one less person.
Ask. Okay. So the people's names who were in already.
Yes.
Right. Are you going to reset those?
We're going to reset it. We are going to reset it. The only 4 that will roll over, and you see him watching me live, are the patrons, which now is one less. Because Travis already won a prize for the night. So yes. So our wonderful Pop Culture Warrior patrons, Benjamin, Leon, Nick, Peter, you will continue to be automatically entered into the next round. For now, let's go back to me. So congratulations, Travis. Travis is awesome. And Travis, believe it or not,
go away.
You know who Travis? Let me put that to the side now. All right, we're done with that.
I do. I know who it is.
You know Travis. Travis was one of our guests early on in Pop Culture Warrior. First couple months.
Oh, yeah.
Travis Miller. He was the guy. Yep. He came on to promote a comic book he was doing, and we hit it off. And then he became a patron, just giving back and supporting, which is awesome. And there you go. Awesome. I appreciate you guys showing Travis some love. Look at all those people giving up the congrats, Travis. See, this is why this audience is the best. Instead of being like, oh, fuck that guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, everybody's like, man, way to go. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys appreciating him. We got 2 more. We got 2 more. And I happen to know because Travis had commented when I posted about the contest, he had commented. So I know which of the 3 animation cells he wants. So one is spoken for, and without even having to check with him, because he commented on the picture, I already know, because he literally said it was this one or nothing. So obviously,
good thing he didn't win second because he'd have got nothing.
Well, depends who got the first one, if they picked it, whatever. All right, what else we got on tap? Let's see. Moving on. So the Peacemaker trailer. Can
we finish up Hawkeye or not?
We moved past Hawkeye. What else did you want to talk about Hawkeye?
Okay, well, we didn't talk about the swordsman at all.
I mean,
we didn't talk about the actual episode at all.
Well, I felt
we
like
talked about it for 7 seconds, and then you're like, oh, and then we're gonna have fucking Vincent D'Onofrio and Deadpool.
That was I didn't feel like we needed to do an episode breakdown of Hawkeye. I got plenty of news to go through.
Maybe a little bit. Well, we have all night because we have a guest, remember?
That's true.
Sorry about it.
That's true too.
Anyway, back to the story.
Go ahead, Radar. What would you like to discuss about the episode of Hawkeye?
I don't know. How about the end of it where he fucking turns a corner and has got a fucking sword at his throat? It happens to be his goddamn Ronin sword. Huh? What about all that?
I have a theory.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
I think because in the comic book, and again, not because something's in the comic books doesn't mean it's going to translate to the Disney show or whatever, but in the comic books, the swordman is who trained Hawkeye in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think because of the way the shot was framed, in that Clint walks in, sword to the neck, he never actually makes eye contact with the guy. He was just starting to turn his head. I think we're going to get one of those reveals where it's like turning the head and like, oh, hey, and they're like fucking best friends. You know what I mean? I think like, yeah, this is the guy that trained me. That's why this guy wanted the Ronin sword so bad, because maybe he's the one that made it for Clint, or he's the one that taught Clint how to use it, or something along those lines.
Okay.
So again, this whole show definitely feel like they are purposefully positioning the audience to think that this guy's the bad guy. And I think one of the big reveals coming out of this episode is that, oh shit, he's not the bad guy. And that him and
he's
Clint,
actually,
maybe not the good guy.
Or it's kind of like an anti-hero.
Maybe not the good guy specifically, but just not a bad guy. You know what I mean? He's more of like, yeah, we used to roll deep together. Like, back before S.H.I.E.L.D., I was in the circus and he taught me to swallow swords. I don't know. Not a euphemism.
Now, okay. So we got sword Gollibin fucking swordsman guy.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
What about the mom?
I still think the mom's the bad guy. Nothing came out of this episode to really push that theory forward, but nothing that pulled it back either. Okay. Because because of it.
Sure seems like mom is shady as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed. Okay. And I think but the episode was more about Maya and really introducing her character and where she falls into the story. So I don't think mom got a chance to be in the story really. But Wayne, I agree. Mom is definitely the big bad. I agree. You know?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Greg said Radar is very confrontational tonight.
I'm just tonight. Just tonight. Greg, tonight. Really? I'm only confrontational tonight. Anyway, all right. So, mom's the big bad.
Well, maybe not the. The big bad. I think I was gonna say maybe not because if you bring in Wilson Fisk, maybe he's the big bad. But no, I think mom.
Maybe mom. Okay, this is where I don't know enough about the comic. I know that this basically has been kind of verbatim off the one Hawkeye comic, right? From the font of the beginning of it to the car chase to all the things, right? Okay. Now, does mom work for Fisk? Or
don't say Fisk works for mom. Don't say that. I still
mom?
No. No. I don't. I'm saying that I still think this would be an excellent opportunity for Marvel to drop Madam Mask on us, and it turns out to be the mom, and she's maybe a heavy hitter for Kingpin or a rival, or I don't know. I don't know.
But in the comics, does she work for Kingpin or is she a rival of Kingpin?
Yes.
Or do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
You come on, you're going back 130 years of everybody has worked for everybody and has supported everybody and has backstabbed everybody, and at some point or another, we talked about Victoria Strand at one point was Shield, at one point was leader of Hand, at one point was Madam Hydra, everybody is. Captain America was a Hydra agent at one point. You can pull anything, but traditionally, I think she was kind of her own entity. She did her own stuff traditionally.
All right. Because this I'm just saying where we can kind of, so far we've been able to kind of pull from the comics.
Sure.
Right. We have from this, because this has been a pretty well established Hawkeye series, right?
Yeah.
Kind of pulling from the comics, and it's been from the shows that we've seen so far, has been the closest to the line of comics that it was. Maybe followed closely by Falcon the Winter Soldier, right? That kind of Captain America's storyline that they went off with.
Yeah.
Sort
of in a way, yeah.
I mean, but you see what I'm saying? This has been really, really close to that comic origin. So, do you think that they are going to continue? After this question, we can move forward. This is just kind of where the radar.
Thank you, Daddy.
Just saying, after this, I will drop it, and I will be less confrontational because I don't want to upset Greg. But, okay, do you think that they are going to continue to be as true to the comic, and it's going to play out the same way the comic has played out? Or do you think they have to move away from it to keep being their own entity? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You don't want them to be the same, and then you'll be like, "Why don't you read the comics?"
It's the Walking Dead conundrum. It's the Walking Dead paradigm where you have to walk the line of you have to stay true to what the comic is, but have to recognize this is a different medium with a whole different set of parameters. Because we're basing this on the MCU. This is not a snapshot of the comic book universe, right? This has to fit within the MCU. So a lot of changes have to be made. Have to be. I do.
Yeah, and we started figuring out how the Yolanda jacking off is going to
my God, yeah. That's another one I think is coming this episode. I think there will be certain key elements from the comics that will come to fruition. Such as Maya, Echo, will at some point put on the Ronin outfit. which seems less likely when you're like, oh my God, Ronan killed her father or whatever that was. Yeah, her dad. But in the comic book, she was Ronan for a while before she became kind of her own hero called Echo. But yeah, Benjamin, Yelena Belova is her name, the Black Widow sister, Yelena. But yeah, so I think we'll see certain key elements coming from the comics. You know,
well, I mean, I know it's hard, and this is where I was like kind of. Like I said, this one has followed it so close.
This is pretty damn, like in some shots where they're like, man, that's pulled straight out of a panel out of the Hawkeye series. Some really, really good shots, some really good stuff. Pizza dog.
I don't sound like that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
And it's different when it's like, let's be honest, Hawkeye, the comic book series wasn't the most read comic book series. So unlike, let's say, something like The Walking Dead, where it's like, man, people memorized every line of every page of every issue and could walk you through it. So pulling a direct, shot for shot of that cheapens the product because, people know it so well. This is something that you really could just pick and choose and for the most part, copy what the comic book has because it's not as well known as some of its other comic book counterparts. So I think this show leans towards being able to be more comic book accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? So do we have Radar's permission to move on from the Hawkeye topic of the night? 1 hour into the show, do we have permission to move on from Hawkeye?
I mean, that's fine, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, that's whatever, dude. I felt like I still had questions on it, and you're just like, fuck it, fuck Marvel. I'm gonna go to DC.
Fuck
bullshit,
Marvel.
And fucking bye. I'll see you. Bye, Hawkeye. Have fun. Fucking.
Hey, you know what? We're getting a caller. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
They don't want to talk about Hawkeye because we already moved past it.
Hey, welcome to Pop Culture Warrior. Who's this?
Hey, it's Tyler from WTF page. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Tyler, man? How you doing?
Oh, just chilling, bro. How about you?
Not too bad, man. I saw your comment. Yeah, we're just sitting here talking about the Hawkeye series, man. What can we do for you, bud?
Oh, I was just calling to stop in, say hi, and telling you guys thanks for all the content and how awesome your guys' page is. Show it to all my buddies and constantly share them and appreciate everybody's service. So,
right on, man.
Pop in and say hi.
That's awesome, man. Hey, where are you calling from, man?
I'm calling from Menor, Ohio.
Menor, Ohio. You still in?
What's that?
Are you still in active service?
I'm in National Guard now. I did 3 years active. Now I'm doing National Guard.
Right on, man. What do you do, bud?
I just work at Red Robin right now, training for a server. So I mean, nothing crazy, but
I meant like in the service. Well, what was your MOS?
11 Bravo Infantry.
Oh, right. Hey, man, fellow, bang bang, right here, brother. Airborne Infantry, man. Rock on. Who'd you serve with when you were active?
Hohenfels in Germany.
Oh, fucking right on, man. I was Vicenza. I was in Italy, so we were neighbors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. 173rd, baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. I had a buddy in Vicenza not too long ago.
Yeah, Sky Soldiers, man. Well, hey, man, thank you. I really appreciate the call, man. Radar, you want to say hi?
Hi, Radar.
Hey, what's up?
Let's go.
Awesome, man. Hey, well,
right.
Yeah, hey, no, we appreciate you, brother.
Oh man, like Greg said, you got to have a comment on Hawkeye, man. Greg Russell said you have to have a comment on Hawkeye. What's your comment? Do you have any thoughts on the Hawkeye?
I don't even know what the Popeye stuff is. Let's be honest here.
It's the Marvel show on Disney Plus. Hawkeye.
You ever seen that?
No.
Hawkeye.
It's a good show, man. It's a good show. You got any?
I'll have to check it out. I have you guys live on while I'm watching TV, having some beers right now. So
right on,
I'll
man.
do some research for you guys.
Awesome. Hey, well, I'll tell you what. Appreciate the call, man. That was awesome of you, and happy holidays. And we hope you keep enjoying the stuff, man.
Oh yeah, you guys too. Have a good night.
All right, you have a good night, man.
All right.
Oh, that was awesome. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyler. Always love hearing from the people. Regardless of if you're into the pop culture or not, no judgments. That's the best thing about this, right? No judgments. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. You're into it, you're not. No judgment. Love it. That was awesome, man. It was a nice little surprise. See, Radar, you got fans. You got fans, Radar.
I got fans. They're for my only pans. They're gonna watch me make some cookies.
The Only Puns channel.
Only Puns.
Subscribe to Only Puns. Radar's new channel. All right. One more quick thing before we'll take a short break, and then more giveaways. Maybe Tyler's gonna win something. Who knows? Tyler, hang out. We're gonna do more giveaway stuff. So very cool. Very cool. I'm a dad joke survivor. So we had a guest a couple weeks ago. Do you remember Robbie Amell coming on the show?
Yes.
I mean, right? How awesome was he? Let me.
He was
take that one
I'm
off.
just kidding. He was awesome. He was fucking awesome.
There's Robbie. Very well known for playing Firestorm in the first season of The Flash. And wouldn't you know it? We had him on, and we talked about a bunch of things. We talked about Resident Evil. We talked about Upload Season 2. We talked about Code 8 Part 2. Talked about all these things. And I didn't ask him one question. I didn't ask him one question that I regret now. The one question I didn't ask him is like, hey, man, are we ever going to see you back in the Arrowverse, right? In the universe of the Arrow. You know, his character died, well, multiple times throughout the seasons of Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. I never thought to ask, like, hey, man, will we see you again? Because lo and behold, it was announced this week that he's returning for an episode of The Flash. Like, hey, man, Robbie, if you're out there, man, it would have been nice to get a heads up. I could have.
Man, you know we can't talk about that shit.
We could have been breaking news here, buddy. We're talking. It was a couple days later. It was a couple days after the interview.
But a couple days to those people is a big deal. I'm just saying. Hey,
we had him.
If Vincent D'Onofrio can't say he's on fucking
D'Onofrio,
whatever that dude's name is, just because Private Pile can't say shit.
Private Radar, more like it.
No, you ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
Yes, I've seen Full Metal
Jacket.
I know.
He will always be Private Pile and Full Metal Jacket.
I understand that, and I was referring to you, Private Radar. Like instead of Private Pile, that you
Private Radar.
Private Radar.
Kid, I'm Sergeant Radar. Private Radar is.
So anyway, the big news is that Robbie Amell will be rejoining the cast of The Flash for one episode, amongst a bunch of other actors that are slated to return for this season, which is kind of aiming to be like a send-off season. The way they're kind of pushing it, it seems like it's going to be kind of a send-off season. But they're bringing back a lot of old characters, and now we know that Robbie Amell's what was his name? Ronnie Raymond. Oh, that's what is it with characters and their alliteration for names? Peter Parker,
like
J. Jonah Jameson, Ronnie Raymond.
Yeah, Jenna Jameson. Is that what you said?
Jonah Jameson. JJJ.
Oh, not Jenna Jameson. That was his sister.
Not
Jenna
Jameson.
That's right. Forgot.
Is anybody looking to co-host a show? I could use a new co-host. Anybody into like
I have
pop
my
culture.
Own pop culture references, and I thought it was Jenna Jameson. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, with that, we're gonna take a short
Yeah.
break. We're gonna take a short break, guys. When we come back, more show, more laughs, more giveaways, maybe even more random callers. You got the number. It scrolls right across the bottom. You know, give us a ring. But we will be back after a short break. So stay tuned. Say bye, Radar.
Bye, Radar.
All right, we'll be back. Shots.
Do you ever online shopping and go, what the is this? We sell the animation cells you're seeing on the screen. What's an animation cell? Well, we all know digital animation is how you make cartoons these days. Animation used to be created by sequencing hand-painted celluloids. Literally thousands of these hand-painted cells would make up just minutes. To own one of these cells is owning a piece of the show and a piece of your childhood. Check out animationlegends.com today, because once these are gone, they're gone for good.
You're listening to the sounds of WTF Nation Radio. Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey everybody, we are back. It is CQ, host of Pop Culture Warrior. Thank you for sticking in, joining with us, hanging out with us tonight. I mean, we've already had such a great night. I mean, it's really awesome. I see you guys are awesome in the chats tonight. I love it. The chats have been awesome tonight. Radar, welcome back. Say hi, Radar.
Hi.
You can just never do it right, can you? Just never do it right. I swear.
Well, that's why Pookie's gonna come take my job. So.
Pookie already slid me his resume. So
yep. Apparently for a death fight, he gets an axe and a shield. I get a paper towel roll and a cereal box.
Nice.
So
nice. Yeah, we're gonna be holding tryouts here on the station for co-host. Just stay tuned. There'll be an open casting call. We'll do a casting couch. You know, you guys come to the couch behind me here, and we'll do a casting couch to see how you do. Oh wow, that's bright. I don't need that bright light.
You're talking about me?
No, that was me.
There's Amazon outage.
All me.
Huh?
Nobody cares.
Well, I mean, for rich people.
All right.
Well, here's what I don't understand. Okay, hear me out on this.
Oh boy, here we go.
Jeff Bezos.
Welcome to another Radar's Rants. Here we go.
Radar rant. Okay. Hundreds of millions of people have given him money, right? Mm-hmm. And now people are complaining about the money that we've given him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Was there a...
No, I just said people were like, we're all mad he's got money. We gave him the fucking money. You gave him the fucking money. They'll be mad he's got it.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Anyway.
Tim, if the video's frozen, then it is just you. I hope.
No, here's what happened. I said bad things about Amazon, so they froze it. Him and Zuck are fucking like this.
Man. Hopefully you still got us, Tim, but if not, it's just you.
Sorry about it. Well, he's too busy watching Oak Island anyway. What the fuck's the matter?
All right. Where did we leave off? We talked about a couple things. Oh. Do I want to talk about this yet? Or I want to save
What are we talking about, Joel? What are we talking about?
I want to see if I you can hear me but you can't see me. Oh, so this is probably a video that's frozen.
That's probably the best part. Ain't nobody. As the podcast people, here's the thing. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Y'all show up live. You get to enjoy our aura live, right? All of us.
Our chakras.
Yep, and you get entered into cool drawings. Okay. But the people who listen tomorrow and later on the podcast ain't got to see this.
Yeah, they don't get to see this, and they don't get to see this. So okay, so if you're just tuning in,
he's like in like the world. He's like the best of both worlds. He ain't got to see Radar's ugly mug, and he gets to fucking
participate live.
Well,
if you're just joining us, if you haven't been here since the beginning, we're having a special.
Yes.
Which
free handies.
Mm-hmm. I think it's that time. I'm feeling.
I'm already.
I'm feeling nice.
Oh man.
So, it is our holiday, epic, spectacular giveaway bash central extravaganza. I will now come up with what's going to be the buzzword? What's the buzzword? We're now going to come up with a buzzword. Put it in the chats. You're entered into the drawing. We're going to draw live. Who's going to win?
I have the perfect one.
Okay.
Bubble. Because Pookie doesn't have a bubble. I've got a bubble. I think the password should be Bubble.
I got Bubble Boy. Okay. Boy in the chats right now. Enter Bubble Boy in the chats, and we're going to enter you live into the drawing for the next prize. This is exciting. This is live. This is happening. Oh man, you guys are going too fast. Also, slow down. God damn it. Yeah, y'all going too fast. God damn it. Too many people too fast. I was not expecting this many people. Read them off to me, Radar. Read them off to me, man.
Whoa. Hold on. I can't keep up either.
I love it. Okay. Y'all gonna have to give us a minute here to catch up.
We got Scott Rosa. We got Cause.
Yep. Okay.
We got Elizabeth.
Okay.
Joe L.
Okay. Joe L. Or just Joe L. I thought like Joe L.
I'm just gonna give you first name, last initial.
Just give me first name at this point.
Ashley B.
All right.
Give you Elizabeth. Shipwreck.
What's up, Shipwreck?
They give you Wayne already.
Captain Wayne. Rowdy. Let's see. Oh no, I don't got.
Not Cap. Wayne R.
Wayne R. Okay, got it.
Greg Russell. Greg R.
Got it.
They give you Pookie, right?
No, I don't think I did get Pookie.
Right.
Okay, what's up? Okay.
That's the end for that one. Okay. Anna F.
Anna. All right. Anna F.
Keith Barlow.
Keith B.
Timothy A. Morgan.
Timothy.
Oh, there he is. There's Cap Wayne. Sorry about it, buddy. I didn't see you in the chat.
All right, so I see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. If you don't hear your name right now, you got a second chance because I'm doing my best here. So Scott,
you're gonna put me in there. You're gonna put Radar in there too. I'm gonna put Radar. Does Radar get a chance?
Sure, Radar's in. Everybody else is in. Right. Only if Radar puts it in the chat. If he puts Bubble Boy in the chat.
All right, fine. Put it in the chat.
That's gotta be fair. All right. If you don't hear your name, I don't got you. So I got Scott. I got Jeff. I got Captain Wayne. I got Kaz. Elizabeth. Joe. Ashley. Shipwreck. Wayne. Greg. Pookie. Anna. Keith. Timothy. And of course, our own Bubble Boy, Radar. See all that love you're getting in the chats? People, they love the Bubble Boy.
We have Wayne Rowdy too. Do you have Wayne Rowdy?
Wayne R. Wayne R. Yep, I got Wayne R.
Okay. You have him and Captain Wayne. We have two Waynes.
Yeah, we got Captain Wayne and Wayne R. We got two Waynes.
Is he Lieutenant? Is he Lieutenant Wayne?
Lieutenant Wayne.
Lieutenant Wayne, you ain't.
That's terrible.
You ain't got no bubble.
You ain't got no bubbles.
Luis Rodriguez to put him in.
Luis, man, if you want in, you got to put Bubble Boy, bro. Come on, you got to play the game. Got to play the game right. I'm gonna put you in conditionally that you're gonna put Bubble Boy. If you don't,
Wayne
and
R,
you win, Wayne R like Wiener. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. All right. I think I got everyone. There he is, Luis. What's up, brother?
There you go.
We got the Bubble Boy. Last chance, last call. Going once, going twice. All the Bubble Boys are closed. There you go. I gave you some love there, Radar. That was for you, buddy. For all your hard work, tireless efforts. So we have a total of 20 entrants. 20 entrants. Hang on a second. I'm gonna switch my camera here to our holiday cam.
Thank you everyone for showing up.
Yeah. What's up? Good for y'all. I mean, yeah, it takes a bunch of free shit to get you guys out here, but it's all good. It's all good.
We just got popped. That's what happened.
So you can see everybody's name here is referenced. There's no hidden agendas. Everybody's been captured. Like I said before, the top 4 people are people on the Patreon page. They don't need to be here to enter into the thing. If you want automatically entered into all of our fun little games and contests and whatnot, check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/popculturewarrior. Maybe subscribe. It's like $3. $3. And you get you look at Travis won something, right? Travis from the Patreon page won something. So here we go. Everybody's entered. All your names. You should see your names lovingly probably misspelled by me because I type fast and missing a finger, so it affects things. Alrighty. Here we go. Oh, I'm nervous. Who do you think's gonna win, Radar? Who do you think's gonna win? Jinx him. Jinx him right here, right now.
Luis, sorry, who's the last one in?
Luis is going to win. You've been jinxed by Radar. All right, here we go. Winner of the second prize package of the night is Waynar. Like wiener. Wiener.
Job, buddy.
Wiener chicken dinner. You, Wayne. We will get to you. I will get to you, sir. Switch back to my camera here. I will reach out. The show will reach out. Or better yet, I mean, if it ain't too much to ask, like just hit up Pop Culture Warrior on Facebook. Hit up the Facebook page. It's just gonna be easier to go back and forth than like trying to get a hold of you or whatever. So Pop Culture Warrior on Facebook. Just shoot me a message. Hey, it's Wayne, and we'll get you your prize package. You'll have, if my assumption is correct, Travis Miller, who won our first prize, is going to go after the Wildcats animation cell. So what we'll have left is a Spider-Man animation cell, which is like Spider-Man and also Iron Fist in the picture. And then we'll also have the Street Fighter animation cell. So you'll get to decide which of those two you want. And then also you'll get a bunch of other surprises. So, excellent. Congratulations, Wayne. We still have one more to go, people. One more prize. One more. You guys are awesome. Doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. So proud of all of you. You're hanging in there. And what else we got? Oh, okay. So I got something for you. Let's go back to... This falls under TV news. We were talking about Robbie Amell before the break. Let's get if my my mouse decides to work.
There's a new Fortnite season. We haven't talked about video games like
I thought about. I do have some headlines, but not much has been happening.
Honestly, when's the last time we really talked about video games?
Not a lot's been happening, man. Unless it's like every update's gonna be like, well, there's a new season in Fortnite. Oh, there's a new season in Call of Duty. Like. It's just, it's just not. Can I have that sent to son? Like to your son, or like the son? I can't send it to the son, but I could send it to your son. Sure.
It would probably melt there.
Yeah,
it's hot.
Yeah, I mean that'd be kind of a dick thing to do. Just win a prize and then have it launched into the sun.
I don't know how you get it delivered there.
I mean, I'm sure you can Elon Musk. Ask Elon; he'll get it there. But no, of course, absolutely. Wherever you want it sent, the prize package to, it's your prize, man. You will get it wherever you want it to go. So, this is a one-way ticket. All right. So, speaking of dude, it's crazy how you read my mind sometimes.
Well, I started out. Pookie said that. Pookie says something on the new Fortnite season, and I know, I knew there was a bit. Okay, so this weekend, right? Drove 6 hours to Sioux Falls. Okay. So my kid can play in an indoor soccer tournament, which they won, by the way. Good job, little guy. Anyway,
go team.
The whole way back, it's 1,000-mile-an-hour winds. No shit. It was 50-mile-an-hour sustained, 70-mile-an-hour to 75-mile-an-hour gust from my 1 o'clock coming back the whole way. So it's bucking the wind. I'm fighting. I'm getting 3 miles a gallon. I'm just fucking pissed off the whole way, right? I get home and I'm like, all right, you need to take a shower. You gotta put your shit away, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, new Fortnite season. I was like, what? No, do your shit. I was fucking anyway. So yeah, so I knew there was a new Fortnite season because if you're under the age of 7, you have to have play. That's
kind of the thing, yeah. Speaking of wind gusts, and I know this has nothing to do with Pop Culture War, but I was watching the Monday Night Football game last night, and they had, speaking of the winds, it was 50, was it a steady 40-mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 55, 60. And it was insanity. I was watching a clip of, I guess somebody recorded during the pregame warm-ups, the kicker was practicing, went for a 32, 34-yard field goal, kicked it. Okay. It went, stopped in the air, and came back to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is insanity. That, and it was 20 degrees or something like that. Nah, I'm not worth it. I mean, I know these guys get paid millions of dollars, but
you know what? Honestly, like, I haven't even. I feel like I'm un-American right now, but I haven't even hardly watched football all fucking year. All year, dude.
Heathen.
I haven't watched soccer.
Heathen.
Honestly, dude. Honestly, I have watched probably 25 Premier League games this year, and I haven't watched a single NFL game start to finish.
You know what I want to do? For real. I'm calling it now. Radar, take a note. Audience, take a note. I want next year Pop Culture Warrior Fantasy Football League. Me, you, Radar, and the audience go head mano a mano. See who comes out on top.
I'm in, dude.
100% we do a live draft right here on the show. Like, we'll do a live draft. And we'll do some fantasy football.
Honestly, I don't even know who to pick anymore, dude. I really don't even know. I mean, is it
That's
Cristiano
right.
Ronaldo?
You're gonna.
I want Ronaldo. That's what I want.
Yeah, you do draft him first.
I
Do
want Ronaldo and Fred because I'm a Man United fan.
Do me a favor and draft him first because I want an easy win. I want an easy win.
Because in all fairness, was it 2 years ago when we had the
staff
when we
one?
had
The
staff. I beat you. So
whoa. Nah, I don't recall this at all.
I do recall this.
I don't. We're gonna have to go back. We'll go back. We'll watch the tape on that. I don't. That's one of those.
I was like, I beat these guys. I don't even got to play this no more.
I don't think you're remembering that quite right. That's one of those Radar-isms. That's no. Moving on. So speaking of gaming and how it relates to pop culture and everything, the first teaser trailer for the upcoming Halo series has officially been revealed. We talked about this a while ago, that Halo, the TV series, was coming. It's not going to be on Showtime, and instead has been moved to Paramount Plus. Well, we got our first sneak peek of it. I'm going to show you a tease trailer. And then they just announced earlier today that they're going to be showing a full first look trailer during the Game Awards on Thursday night. So if you watch the Game Awards, I don't know, do people actually watch the Game Awards? I don't know. But the Game Awards, they're going to show the first, and it'll be leaked online, obviously. But here you go. I'm going to show you what they just showed us. Let's see if I can dial it up. Where do I have it? I forgot where I put it. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Woo, that was weird. So, yeah. First sneak peek at the Halo TV series, Paramount Plus.
Hello, Master Chief.
All right, that was a super quick sneak peek. The full trailer will probably be released on Thursday during the Video Game Awards, the VGAs. Somebody just typed Marvel into the chat. I think you're a little late. I think you might be on a delayed stream there, bud. You're watching the replay, I think. It's all right. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, you're right, Tim. That was a very small tease. They're going to release the full trailer this Thursday at the Video Game Awards. So if you're a big Halo fan, if you're a TV Paramount Plus subscriber, I'm sure the trailer will drop. The full trailer will drop on Thursday online. Worst case, hey, tune in on Tuesday, Pop Culture Warrior. I'll probably show it. Probably sure.
You know, I probably fucking spend more money on these goddamn streaming services than I ever spent on cable.
That's the gamble. That's the gamble you run, brother. That's the gamble you run.
Remember when it used to be cheap? Remember when it was like, all right, you got to have Netflix and Hulu, and that's it. And
yeah.
You'd be like done.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. One more in the TV category. Again, since you were talking about video games, I got another one for you. Who's not a fan of Mass Effect, the classic Xbox game? A Mass Effect TV series is coming Amazon Prime. So you got Amazon Video. I mean, if you got Amazon Prime, you got Amazon Video. So it's
this one. I know I got this one. I got Prime TV.
There you go. It's been revealed that the company is nearing a deal to develop an adaptation of the award-winning sci-fi RPG series from BioWare and EA. Unfortunately, more details are scarce, but according to Amazon, it's invested in investing in the fantasy genre. So there's a bunch of other little knickknacks and whatnot about the series, but yeah, Mass Effect very possibly could be coming to your streaming device if you've got a Paramount, or is it no, Amazon Video service coming soon. Now, there is some reveal that I've been most excited about. And typically I would come right out the gate with it because I'm so excited about it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit on it, let it stew. I'm going to wait. But I'm ready to talk about it. Are you ready to talk about it? Because I'm ready to talk about it. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Not a fucking clue.
Not a clue. All right.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
Tell me.
I'm ready.
Tell me. You were a fan of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, right? The animated movie that they did a couple years ago.
Sure.
I mean, were you not a fan?
Not a fan. It was just kind of medium. I didn't. Okay, until about What If, I haven't been a big fan of the animated stuff.
All right.
And
well,
even then I was kind of.
So
I don't know, dude. For some reason, the animated stuff just really hasn't caught me.
So guys, I'll be holding auditions for my co-host position next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, live on air. We'll be doing. We'll you guys call in. We'll do auditions for my co-hosting gig because obviously Radar doesn't want to be a part of this anymore.
Well, dude,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, you're not kidding because you really like this stuff, and I'm just like, you're like, hey, remember back in like '97 when they had this like?
Hey, there was some good stuff back in '97.
Actually,
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I honestly think was one of the best superhero stories. Not even like one of the best Spider-Man stories, but just in a nutshell, one of the best superhero stories. It had the heart, it had the comic accuracy, it had the humor, it had all of it. So really well done. It was just awesome and big hit. Obviously, so many people involved. Well, after months, years even, because I mean, literally, we heard when that movie dropped, they're like, yeah, we're already writing part 2. Like we heard about that when the movie dropped, that they were already working on part 2. Well, if you're a fan of that movie, hang on to your biscuits because they just dropped a teaser for part 2, which they're calling Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I know. Exciting, isn't it? So check this trailer out, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit.
She was all bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, I'm a wreck. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no.
Miles!
Wish I could be
Miles! Miles! You got a minute?
Oh! What? Whoa, when? How did you get... How have you been?
It's a long story. Is this the room you grew up in?
It is. But, my dorm room is very adult.
Right. No, of course. Hey, are these your drawings?
What? No,
Oh,
no.
good. I missed you too.
Okay. So, what are you doing here? I mean, I thought I'd never see you again.
Want to get out of here?
I'm grounded.
Bummer.
What?
Is Spider-Man grounded?
I mean, I
All right, there you go. Across the Spider-Verse with the other big, the big announcement of it that it's a part 1. We're not even getting just a sequel. We're getting a 2-part sequel. Like, the movie is so massive, they're actually making a 2-parter. That was not the Scarlet Spider, Pookie. That was at the end of it that you see him fighting. That's Spider-Man 2099. It is Miguel O'Hara who has picked up the mantle of Spider-Man in the year 2099 from the future. If you watch Into the Spider-Verse, if you wait to the very, very, very end credit, there's a teaser scene with him in the future talking about, like, I got to go back. I got to go fix things. And so that's him joining it. So everybody, yeah, see, Radar, everybody's nerding out. Everybody's excited for it. I need you to be on board. I need you to be on board.
I don't remember it, dude. I remember Miles Morales a little. I thought it was a seat. Was he? Didn't they have like a show with him too, like Miles Morales on it?
Well, I mean, there might have been like one of those Disney XD, cartoon shows, probably. But
I just remember. Okay, the only thing I remember about that was when he was like when he got bit by the spider and he was like tagging some stuff in the subway or something.
That was from the first one, into the Spider-Verse.
Remember the rest of the movie.
Well, I
the part that I remember was when he was in the subway with his like uncle or cousin or something.
Greg, you are correct. He feels that you need to rewatch it. I think that is your homework assignment for the week.
Up behind the Eternals and fucking everything else.
Oh man, God bless. God
anyway,
bless.
Back to the story. Okay, so back to the story.
Yeah. So needless to say.
But I thought, hear me out on this one too. I thought that there was rumor of him getting like a live action. I thought Miles Morales was going to get a live action
there's rumors. There's rumors. Nothing confirmed, nothing solid. But there's rumors that, kind of coming out of this coming Spider-Man movie that there might be more to it, that there might be things, happening. So yeah, but specifically coming out of this announcement and the release was that they're excited for the sequel. It's going to be huge, and that it was so massive in scope that they had to split it into 2 movies. They had to do a part 1 and a part 2, which awesome, because the first one was great, and I can't wait for the second one. Yeah, they can do no wrong. In my opinion, they can do no wrong. It was a great movie, worth a rewatch.
This is where you and I differ. This is where you and I differ on.
Oh boy,
because if they well, no, hold on. When they have a good movie or a great movie, as you're calling this, right? That means they have a big fucking pair of shoes to fill.
Yeah, it's a huge responsibility. It's a heavy weight to lift.
If you have a good or great prequel, the sequel has to be decent, at least in order to pay homage to the first, right? So just because the first one's or good or great does not mean the second one is going to be. It should be.
Correct.
It feels like it has to be.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean it's going to be.
I think you're right. I think the expectation would be, movie 1 is as good as it can be. Movie 2 should match, if not exceed, the greatness of the first movie. I mean, that's the typical. That's the hope of every sequel, right? It's going to be better. Obviously, we know more often than not it's disappointing. But there are plenty of times where the sequel is just as good, if not greater, than the original. We got some love for Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham. All right, appreciate it. And Tim, yeah, you're right, man. With the first one, when it came out, the Spider-Gwen outfit, or Ghost Spider, depending on who you ask, huge. Sold a bunch of toys, sold a bunch of costumes. That was really a hot thing for girls that Halloween when it came out. I mean, I remember it was a big thing. So yeah, in the sequel, I'm sure it'll be just as big.
Well, and that's where I was curious on this. Was like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the first one.
You can watch
the only
that.
part of the first one is like I said, the kind of the first few minutes of it where he, where he's like getting in the subway. He's is it a subway or just a sewer? Where
it was like it's a subway / sewer. Yeah, it's in that area. But I think if you
fucking radioactive spiders everywhere too. Where the fuck are they coming from?
I think if you go back and watch it, I think you'll enjoy it. Sit through it, watch it from start to finish. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm sure there'll be moments.
Maybe that's part of my problem is I watched some of it and like this is dumb, and then didn't.
And I think that there's gonna be moments where it's like it's kind of peters. It kind of slows down. But if you watch it from start to finish, I think you'll like the movie. I really believe it. It's hard not to say like it's not. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Now here's an interesting thing. Okay, I'm gonna flash this over to this. So the voice talent in that movie, like it got me thinking when I watched the trailer. Like something about the voice stood out to me. So when I looked into it, Spider-Gwen, the woman that is portraying the voice of Spider-Gwen, and why it was so sticking out to me now, not just because I had seen it in the first Spider-Man movie. You know why? Because it's who's doing the voice. And here's an image. If you look at the top, that's right, the same woman that's playing Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld.
Oh.
Kate Bishop is the voice of Spider-Gwen in both Into the Spider-Verse and now Across the Spider-Verse. That's why I'm like, why is this voice so familiar to me all of a sudden? It's because it's Kate Bishop from Hawkeye, Haley Steinfeld. But then it got me looking at the list of characters from that movie and their voices, and I realized, holy crap, a lot of these are from current or upcoming. Yes, Jesus, we're back to Hawkeye now. We've come full circle.
That was it. Yep.
Like that? You see that? You
And
see
not
that?
even first fall.
Yes, Benjamin. Yep. The guy that played Kingpin's voice was Liev Schreiber, who was also Sabretooth in Wolverine. That's correct. Wolverine Origins. But these are current MCU actors. So you have Haley Steinfeld, who's playing Kate Bishop, was Gwen Stacy. You have Catherine Hahn played the female version of Dr. Octopus, Octavia. That's Brian Tyree Henry, who was in the Eternals and played Jefferson, the father figure. I still don't think it was his father in the anyway, whatever. I have a whole thing about that. Oscar Isaac will be returning because he had like a tiny 2-minute cameo at the end of the movie, but he's gonna be returning for the whole movie as Miguel O'Hara for Spider-Man 2099, who's also playing Moon Knight soon. And then, and this is the hardest one to say, Mahershala Ali, who will be playing Blade, was the voice of the Prowler / his uncle Aaron. So you got all these MCU actors who were voices in a technically not MCU movie. They were in the Spider-Man universe. So just fascinating to me. And then obviously, like you said, Liev Schreiber and a bunch of other big name voice talent. But these specific people were in live action MCU titles, which I found fascinating. I don't know. Do you find that fascinating?
Fascinating.
All right. Fuck you.
Like, are you fucking minding? Because you're sure digging deep.
Oh, come on. I thought this was interesting. I thought it was interesting.
It is interesting. It is.
Mining. I'll show you mining. One last topic I want to cover, and then we're going to do another giveaway. Sorry.
No one remembers when David Hasselhoff was Nick Fury. Yo.
That's old school. That's old school. I remember Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. I remember David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury. Obviously Lou Ferrigno as Hulk. Yeah, I yeah. Go way back. I bring up Shang-Chi because, and I had an argument recently. In fact, over Thanksgiving, I sat at
only fucking CQ would have a literal argument over a fucking Marvel property at the Thanksgiving dinner.
I did. True story.
Everyone else is like, nah.
True story. We were talking some Marvel stuff, and someone made the comment how Shang-Chi was canceled. And I said, what do you mean? And they go, well, because those rumors came up and how, or not the rumors, the old text that he had slamming the, like the regime in China from years ago and how they found it now. And because of that, China banned Shang-Chi. And because they banned it, there was no way that Marvel was going to do another one because that's a huge portion of the profits. Now, all that's true. All those things did happen. But
what happened?
So the movie Shang-Chi was banned in China.
I thought they were actually rather happy with it.
Well, they were, or was it not China? I'm sorry, not China, Taiwan or Korea. I don't know. I don't mean to sound racist. I don't mean to come off as racist. I just don't remember which one it was.
You are making up places again.
I'm just making up names. Kazakhstan. I don't know. It was one of those places. Anyway. But anyway, it was banned. And so I got into this argument with this person who shall not be named. And they were...
Was it me?
No, it was not you. It was not you. We live too far apart to be sharing Thanksgiving dinner.
That's true.
But they basically said, like, oh, Marvel will never do another Shang-Chi movie, or at least not with this guy. Like, this guy's canceled. He's going to cost them money and blah, 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 blah. And I said, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. And I think that they were very successful in what they were trying to do. And that, Greg said student get caught with a copy of it and get imprisoned. It was China and North Korea. I think that it was banned. Yeah, maybe. So anyway, long story short, totally gets a rub in his face because it was just announced that the director, Destin Daniel Cretton, has signed a new overall deal with Marvel Studios where he will not only come back to write and direct the sequel to Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings, he's also getting a Disney Plus series on top of it. Now, they haven't announced what the Disney Plus series will be. Probably will relate to this somehow. I would imagine so. Be weird for him to do a different property. But he's got a deal that says he's going to write and direct Shang-Chi, a sequel, and a Disney Plus series. So, there you go. Shang-Chi is getting a sequel and some sort of Disney Plus spinoff, whether it's him or somebody else. I don't know. But so if you're out there, in your face. I was totally right. You were wrong.
And this is how I know it's true, because there's nothing you love more than being right.
Damn straight. Damn. Anybody that knows me,
Superman.
Anybody that knows me knows that I appreciate nothing more than being able to say, I told you so.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so China's all mad about some shit, right?
Sure.
Well, why the fuck do we care? Fuck China.
Well,
what are they gonna do?
Financially, the reason why you would assume that they would care is because China is the second largest movie market for a global release. They are.
Is that why the movie was in Mandarin?
Well,
just saying.
I'm on your side here. I'm on your side of the agreement here, in that, it's ridiculous. But the reality is, let's say if you split the entire world into to money that would go to a world release, America's going to be, whatever it is, 60, 70% of the box office, or it might be like 40, let's say, and then China's going to be like 35. Something like they're almost equal to what the American box office is, and that's just those two countries. Then you add in the rest of the world. So
that's real liked it. Maybe China needs to fucking get their panties out of a bunch and fucking enjoy a movie.
I mean, I agree with you. But they're not one to believe in freedom of speech. So
we're fixing to bomb them soon anyway. So what's the matter?
Dude, are you trying to get us canceled? What's happening here?
No, just say between them, fucking trying to take over Taiwan and shit. And
this is when I wish I still knew a few words in Mandarin. I would apologize to all my Chinese friends out there.
All of our
we get redubbed and played in China. You didn't know that?
I'm sure I want to hear the dude who redubs Radar. He just probably sits there and is like, is this guy fucking drooling on himself while I voice over this?
One more thing. And only because you said we don't cover gaming news. So here you go.
We haven't. We do. We just haven't talked about it.
One piece of gaming news for you tonight. And that is, do you know the movie A Quiet Place? You've heard of it? It was kind of a big deal. They made a sequel.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Well, first details have just been released. A Quiet Place, the video game, has been announced. So it's a new video game set in the universe of A Quiet Place, created by Saber Interactive. The new game is scheduled to be released at some point in 2022. Platforms for the game have not yet been confirmed, even on the new website that's gone live for the video game, but we've learned a bit more about the game and the people creating it. So the official video game set in a terrifying Quiet Place universe will deliver an original story and gameplay that captures the compelling suspense, emotion, and drama for which the series is now famous for. So, the game is in development by Igloka, the Montreal-based studio with veteran talent from Rainbow Six, Far Cry, published by Saber Interactive, group behind the hit game World War Z and the upcoming Evil Dead, the video game. So, So if you liked the movie A Quiet Place or A Quiet Place 2, then you probably would like the video game set in that same universe.
According to Greg Russell, A Quiet Place 2 is a prime example of a sequel not living up to the first movie.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
I'm not going to say that means I have to put another thing on my to-watch list this weekend, and I'm not going to do that.
I mean,
but
kind of, it's kind of, and this one.
Yes.
This one is for Radar.
All right.
It's just for you, buddy. What's your favorite topic to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got some Tiger King news. Now, remember I told you a couple weeks ago on Radar, I told you season 2 of Tiger King is out. It is out now. It is streaming. Shame on you. You know what, though? I love the fact that we live in a moment in time where you've seen all of the Marvel entities that have come out and you haven't seen season 2 of Tiger King yet.
You're welcome.
My life is complete. My mission in life is complete. I can die a happy man.
It all is. Benjamin wasn't too far off the head.
Hawkeye, apparently.
Hawkeye, apparently.
We'll circle back on Hawkeye here in a second. So for you guys who love season 1 of Tiger King and how crazy season 2 was with all the stuff that came out of it, there was a surprising absence of a character talked about in season 2. And no, it wasn't Carol Baskin. Wasn't that bitch, Carol Baskin. She was sure in it, even though she didn't want to be. But they never talked about Doc Antle. Doc Antle was never mentioned in the, 6 episodes that were released for season 2. Well, fear you not, young people. If you've already binged season 2, I got a surprise for you. In just a few days, December 10th, they're releasing 3 additional episodes. This is not a spinoff. This is a continuation of season 2. And it's going to focus on Doc Antle. So once again, it's not an official spinoff, but more of a continuation of season 2. It's the 3-episode The Doc Antle Story. So yeah, as the operator of a private zoo.
Diaries. Oh, they could have done so much better.
Yeah.
And they need to hire Radar.
Here's the synopsis. As the operator of a private zoo for endangered animals, Doc Antle has appeared in previous seasons of Tiger King. His sense of showmanship makes him a colorful character on TV. But over the course of filming Tiger King 2, the filmmakers encountered accusations that Antle ran his operation like a cult and used his power to prey on women. Tiger King, the Doc Antle story, delves into those accusations. Wherever we went anywhere, he was on the prowl, says a source in the new trailer for Tiger King, the Doc Antle story.
On the prowl? That's
on the
a
prowl.
fucking good word.
Yep.
Oh, they're good at this. They are pros. I'll give them that. They are pretty good.
Listen. There's no better pickup line than, "Do you want to pet my tiger?"
Yeah.
That's
want to pet my kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
So
and come on. Tell me, if you didn't have a fucking tiger.
If I had a pet tiger, yeah, I'd be like, "Hey man, you want to pet my tiger?" Yes.
I mean, you're like take it down to the park and like take it for a walk or some shit. Also, don't want to clean up poop because it's got Carol Baskin's husband in it.
Yeah.
But
Pookie, that's a good one. He's gonna start hoarding raccoons. He'll be the trash panda king. I like that. That's a good one. All right.
Sofa king.
Later, ladies and gentlemen, fine people out there in the universe of
Gentle ladies.
Pop Culture Warrior, you guys have been patient enough. I think it's that time. Ah! And for this one, I've done the nice. I'm ready to be a bit naughty. There you go.
Oh, you gonna be naughty?
I'm gonna be naughty. Talking about Tiger King out here. All right.
What should be our code word
what?
this time?
What should be? Oh, I don't know.
Should be.
Should be Hawkeye. I feel like we did Marvel.
We did. What about Kitty?
Kitty. Kitty? We're talking?
Yeah.
We were just talking about Tiger King. So everybody in the chats, if you want to be entered right now for the drawing, type in Kitty, Kitty, in the chats. And you, oh man, that was a good one. Tim had a good one, Liger. I think that would have been cool. But all right, Kitty. We're going with Kitty. And I'm going to work with me, folks. Y'all know I'm a slow typer. I've only got 9 fingers and only about 4 of them work correctly. But we're gonna do a live drawing of, oh hey Madeline, I see you. We're gonna do a live drawing here to see who wins the wonderful prize package. Let's see who else. I'm gonna slide this screen over so I can see. Oh my God, so many of you. God bless. I mean, you make my job harder, but I appreciate you for it. I see Joe. I see Heath. What else we got? We got Lisbeth. Hunter Barlow. Oh, we got more of the Barlow clan showing up. All right, rock on. Appreciate you. Let's see who else.
Did you get Elizabeth and Shipwreck, Scott, Greg?
Man, dude, come on here. I'm going as fast as I can. Ashley, Ja, Ship. Who else? Tim. Let's see. Oh my God, my spelling is terrible. Trying to go fast. Scott. Got Scott. Got Greg. If you already won, but we knows Travis and what's his name? Greg? Was it Russell? What? Wayne won the second one. Jesus Christ, my brain is fried. We got Radar. Anyone else? Any other kitties in the house? It's just such a weird thing to say. Any other kitties out there? So I got. Tell me if I'm missing. I got Joe, Heath, Lisbeth, Hunter, Ashley, Ja, Timothy, Scott, Greg, Anna, Ben. You're in there, buddy. You're in there. Wayne, you are not. You are no longer allowed. You've got your prize, sir. So you're gonna have to skip this one. Jose, what's up, buddy? I got you. I think that is everybody. Oh goodness. Oh, the entrance went down. Only 17 participants this time around. So
Really?
Your chances of winning have just increased, everybody. So all right. So I'm gonna put it here. Jeff, if you want to throw a kitty up on the chat, you might have just made it in time. I see Jeff.
Yeah. Wayne's got he's making a point there. He never said kitty. He said wiener.
Right. That is true.
He was the wiener last time.
That's true. That is true. You didn't put kitty, you put wiener. All right. Right on. So Jeff, I'm gonna go ahead and assume you're putting kitty to be entered. There it is. I see it now. All right, Jeff. And with that, we are at 18 entrants. Let me switch my screen here. Shoop. All right.
Shoop.
So I've got, you can see here's my previous winners. It's probably all blurred out, but Travis and Wayne are previous winners. Entrants. So we got Benjamin, Leon, Nick, Peter, Marilyn, Joe, Heath, Lisbeth, Hunter, Ashley, Josh, Yip, Timothy, Scott, Greg, Anna, Radar, Jose, Jeff. Did we not have Kaz? Did we lose Kaz or? I don't know.
Yeah, where'd Kaz go?
Kaz go. Well, I mean, I didn't see him put it.
Pookie, right? Was Pookie in there too?
I don't think Pookie came back either.
Pookie yet?
Where'd you go, Pookie?
Pookie in there.
Where you at, Pookie?
After he put his trash panda king, he took off.
Yeah, right.
He's probably out right now. He's probably out there right now.
He's trying to catch his trash pandas.
He's got some live traps out there hooking up with him.
All right. Well, we're gonna roll it. I mean, hey, that's the magic of live. We're gonna roll this bad boy right here, right now. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, here we go. All right. Best of luck to everyone. May the odds ever be in your favor. And let's see who wins the final awesome, over $100 prize package from Pop Culture Warrior and Animation Legends. Thank you to our sponsors, Animation Legends, for their donations.
And if you don't happen to win tonight, you can go to their website
and buy some awesome stuff.
Product.
Yeah,
because they do have some amazing stuff in there.
All right,
really
here we go. You know what? In fact, last couple spins have been really fast. So let's see. We're gonna spin for like 26 seconds. Let's give it a little more drama. How about that? Here we go.
Ooh.
And spinning. And it's not there. It goes.
I like spinning.
All right, it's spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. Oh God, who's it gonna land on? Who's it gonna land on? Is it gonna? Oh, sorry, Timothy. It looks like Scott. Scott, you won, buddy. You won. Oh man, that was close. I thought Timothy was gonna win it for sure there, and then it just kept going. So we've got ourselves a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everyone for playing.
So I can lose the slow motion. That's right. But good job, Scott. I mean, it took zero talent. I mean, let's be honest.
It took absolutely no effort.
Like in an actual competition, like I mean, I wouldn't win any of those either. But
oh man, that was an interesting one. That was an interesting one.
It was the naughty hat.
It was the naughty one. Thank you everyone for participating, for hanging out with us. To those who won, that is Travis, I'll get with Wayne and Scott, who just won. Please make it easy on me. Shoot me a message over at Pop Culture Warrior on the Facebook page or on any of the social medias. If you follow Pop Culture Warrior on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever, reach out that way. It'll be a lot easier to Tim says I'm virtually slashing his tires at the moment. Good for you. Wayne, I think you got the Spider-Man. I definitely think you got the Spider-Man. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. A lot of fun. We're gonna be doing this more as we move on, as we get other sponsors, as fun things happen. I'm also share the page because every time we get 250 more follows, we're doing another big giveaway. And every giveaway.
How many what is our current count right now on the page?
All told on the Facebook page, we're just under 1,000. I think we're like 900 something. So once we hit that 1,000, we're gonna do a big giveaway. And if you've been here long enough, you know that every giveaway has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I've got some really cool stuff stashed away for some pretty big prizes. And yes, with that, I'm gonna let Radar, our wonderful Radar, tell the fine folks at home what they can look forward to here at WTF Nation Radio.
Well, tonight you have been listening to Pop Culture Warrior with CQ and Radar, where we didn't have a guest. We had some awesome giveaways, and I really want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Just basically like we had to throw in a little audible there, but you guys hung with us, and I really appreciate it. And a big shout out to Animation Legends for sponsoring our show. Okay, tomorrow dawns a day of no scheduled activities, but what we should schedule in tomorrow is watching Hawkeye, because that comes out tomorrow on Wednesday. Now Thursday we're gonna have Hawkeye fresh in our little brainy brains, but we are gonna show up for Soren's Time, all things Active Army, National Guard, Reserve. Soren's Time is hosted by ICE, co-hosted by Spanky. They're going to talk about all things. They're big Sorens. They're going to do all kinds of Sorening stuff. Okay, hang out there. It's a good show. Now, we had some visitors tonight in the names of Kaz and Pookie. Their show, Friday Night Freedom, is on, hear me out, Friday. Every Friday night, they have a show called Friday Night Freedom. It's a great show. They talk about some cool shit. They're both funny cats. Hang out there on Fridays with them. Now, Saturday, Sunday, okay, it's the weekend. Not a lot going on for you guys. Not much for us either. We take the weekends off. Days of no scheduled activities. Dawn's a days just for Spanky. Now, if on that weekend time you have not really caught up on your Disney Plus shows like Hawkeye, for example, you can catch up on them then. Now, after the weekend, you're going to come back on Monday for the Monday edition with Ice and Mom. Okay, they talk about all things current events, and they have some fucking funny shit they talk about. They're both hilarious people. They're so fun. If you can be there on Mondays, definitely be there. It's good times. Because Mondays, you have your last chance to watch Hawkeye before we talk about it next Tuesday on Pop Culture Warrior, CQ and Radar.
All right. What was your goal there, to see how many times you could squeeze in a Hawkeye?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
God bless. Greg, hashtag unfollowed. Appreciate you. Yeah.
You're not busy. You have time to watch. You have time to watch.
Yeah. Or you could just watch Hawkeye. So just to give you guys a heads up, obviously barring any unforeseen cancellations, we do have incredible guests lined up through the new year, up until like almost February. Next week we're gonna have Michael Jamin. God, I hope Hammond. It's Jamin. Jamin. I'm gonna go with Jamin. I'm gonna look that up, make sure I'm saying it right, because I feel bad if I wasn't. But Michael Jamin, he's guy. You're gonna like this. He's been writing for TV since 1996. His credits include Just Shoot Me, King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead, Wilford, Out of Practice, Rules of Engagement, Lopez, and most recently Tacoma FD, which is a great show. So this guy knows his stuff when it comes to TV writing, and we're going to have him on the show. We're going to talk to him. We're going to learn all about it. It's going to be awesome. Very excited. One day maybe Benjamin. Benjamin. So that's going to be awesome. And lots of other guests. I don't even want to spoil them. They're so far down the road, but really good ones. And someone might have overheard me. Whatever you do, don't replay the very beginning of this when we accidentally had our mics on, because I did spoil a future guest, which I'm really, really excited about. So don't do that. Don't do that. In fact, funny enough, I just recorded a podcast with one of the Rangers from the Battle of Mogadishu. So one of the guys that was portrayed in Black Hawk Down. I just recorded a podcast with him, And we were talking about it, and I was like, well, how does it feel being in a movie? Like, you're not in a movie, but you're in the movie. Like, you as the character are in the movie. And we were talking about it a bit, and I was like, if you ever want to be on Pop Culture Warrior, we could talk about it. So we'll probably have him on at some point, but great story. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of another amazing episode of Pop Culture Warrior. I have been CQ. He has been Radar. You have been awesome. Happy early holidays, and we'll see you guys next week. Shots. Say bye, Radar.
Bye, Radar.
You